Like it's like that.
Did you hear that the term cowboy is now racist?
Of course it is. Of course.
Like we can't say cowboy anymore. Like we've passed the line of ridiculousness to the point where nobody's taking it seriously anymore. And it's been like 3 years ago.
Is it racist against cows, or is it like how's
it's black people because when there were slaves, each part of the farm would have their own boy that would take care of them. So there'd be like the horses or like the sheep, and then there'd be the cows, and they started calling them cowboys, and then they were all cowboys because they would. What? So now it's a racist term because it's a
that's stupid though.
Slavery term.
Cowboys are cool though. So like
I know.
Wouldn't you want to be like
Bass Reeves, one of the coolest cowboys that ever existed. He was a lawman out in the Wild West, straight up just like murking dudes, and he even arrested his own son because he broke the law and like raped somebody, and he was like, no, I don't even care if it's my son. I'll take him in because he did wrong. Bass Reeves, awesome.
That don't make sense.
And he was a black man.
Okay, so here's my thought process. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an intellectual, but if I was a black man, and somebody was like, okay, cowboys, how do you feel about that term? I'd be like, okay, well, it sounds like cowboys, Wild West. And they're like, okay, well, slaves were called cowboys because they looked over the cow area on the farm. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. And it's like, but cowboys are badass in media. It's like, so if you were called a cowboy, like as a slur, I'd be like, that's badass. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's like saying, maybe they could do it with like retard. Like they're the guys over on the farm on that side were called retards. So that would make sense to be like, okay, I don't like that word. It feels weird when you call me that as a black man because they used to call. But cowboy, like a cowboy cool. Has been looked at in positive light forever. Well,
that's the thing is like, it's not the totality of every black person on earth that goes like, hey, cowboy is now a racist term. I don't ever want to hear it. I don't want you to say it. It's like 3 white chicks in college. Like they're the ones that are coming up with these terms. Like these are racist terms now.
I hate them. I hate white
women. And white girls trying to be like an ally because they just want black dick. That's all it is.
Dude, I hate that white women are my preference because like, dude, I
like the Mexican women. I got one pretty early. Got a nice
oh my god,
Latina.
Yeah. But they like if you look at another woman on accident, they'll slit your throat. It's terrifying.
They're pretty aggressive.
Yeah,
they're pretty aggressive. Yeah,
white girls, like I love white girls, and I love as far as like smashing pissers and stuff. I'm not talking about like relationships, obviously,
because they're crazy.
Latinas and white girls, but God, when did white women become the arbiters of all that is like offensive?
I don't know how that happened.
You'll ever notice that like white women will go to other countries, like maybe they'll go to a third world country and they'll tell like a young African boy what he should be offended by or how his culture is doing something wrong. And I'm like, ma'am.
And then they'll adopt that boy and be like, they're mine now.
Yeah.
But everybody else is racist.
And then that boy's going to sue them later for being racist, like Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, dude, no.
Thanks, Colin.
Those damn white women and ruining everything.